Hey up YouTube, back out again. Back on a bit more familiar turf, the bench at Cleethorpes. Wivensey doesn't exist to me anymore. It's like the bastard child of Ned Stark. Who knows, maybe it'll turn out to be a hero one day, who knows. But I've come back down to the bench at Cleethorpes. I've got Marcus with me, he's just nipped back to his car for his shelter. Looks like it's going to be a busy one down here tonight. There's a fair few here already. And I know there's a fair few more to come. So actually, I'll do something I've not done for a little while after the credits. I'll roll the credits and we'll have a look at the setup, because we've not actually had a look at my setup for a while, and I've got some shiny new rigs, some shiny new weights. So I'll roll the credits and I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so I'll try and show you as much as I can, but obviously trying to show rigs on a camera are very slim. So I've got a hair rig on one rod with a 3/0 circle. That one's going to be the one that's going out at range. That's going to be the one that's going for the smoothies, hopefully. And I've got that on a paternoster. Normally I use a pulley style, but I've got it on a paternoster. So I've got a sprung shock absorber up here, down leading to a thing up there, and I've just, as always, I'm using my Trident gear. So I've got a roto clip and a Thermalink, and that just, you just elasticate the bait onto the hair, then the hair clips down into the rotor clip using the little split ring at the bottom. And when you're casting, the spring takes the shock. So although it does look like all the weight is on the hook length at the moment, in actual fact when you cast, the spring takes it. That's the purpose behind the spring on that rig. Pretty much the same purpose behind the spring on the other rig, on rig number 2, which is a simple 2-up clip down. This is going to be the close-in rig today. And we've just got a simple 2-up clip down with size 2/0 J hooks on, and that's using a breakaway Cascade swivel. And it, once again, couldn't be simpler. So you bait up as you would normally a J hook. That goes in the roto clip. So it's, once again, we're on Thermalinks and roto clips. That goes in the roto clip. That one goes in the Cascade swivel. At the top here, as always, got the spring. I've got a little bit of rig tubing on. What that does is, it's not quite as effective as a loop rig, but what it does do, or it helps to do, is it helps to kick that hook length away from the main line when it releases. Just adds an extra bit of tension, just helps kick it away and helps it stand out a bit in the sea. So they're the 2 rigs I'm going to be fishing with tonight. My bait is going to be a mixture at any given time of crabs, squid, prawns and lugworm. We managed to get some fresh lugworm. The luggies will be the short distance bait. They'll just be going out sort of close in. And then I've got my birthday present early. I've got a shiny. Now I went for the smaller one, but I've got a shiny Pen Fathom 2 12. So I went for the smaller one because everything I read says the 15's great, but it's primarily, well, not primarily is a sort of the wrong word, but it's better at rough ground than the 12 is, and I'm rarely fishing over rough ground, so I didn't see any point in spending the extra money on a rough ground reel that I'm not going to use the extent to its full capacity. So I went with the 12. As always, I've got what I've got is I've got the bent banana, so the Asuka Surf 450 or the Vega Asuka, and then I've got the Penn Tidal XR 450 with its power tip on for the distance for the bigger fish. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we can even just put a fish on the beach this week, eh? What are we on? Blank 2? With 2 blanks in. So, like I say, I'm edging my bets, a close-in rig. Hopefully pick up some flatties. Sea's a bit calm for bass. In fact, I'll show you the sea. Sea looks a bit calm for bass. Who knows, they could be in there. I don't know. But there's lots of colour. You could see from up in the car park that the colour stretched pretty much all the way across the mouth of the Humber. Because I'm going to say this, rightly or wrongly, this is pretty much, all right, you could argue sort of down there a little bit is the actual mouth of the Humber, but you're in the vicinity of the mouth of the Humber. And like I said, from up at the car park where you park to get down here, you can see all the way over to Sperm Point, and there was colour all the way over. So hopefully there's going to be plenty of colour in that water. No setup time lapse today. I didn't film one because it's been kind of a bit of a lazy setup because there's no rush. We've been here a good hour, just chilling out, relaxing, having a chat. So I've not seen, in actual fact, about this time last year, Mr. Curry, the gentleman who first ever showed me and gave me a crab and showed me how to bait it up. You know, a tip. I doff my cap to you, sir. And it looks like, he'll probably kill me for showing this, but it looks like we've got a bit of fishing lessons going on. But, you know, nice bloke, lots of time for him. He's had all the time, every time I've asked him a question, he's had all the time he could for me. So, you know, that should be more of what this sport's about, less of this. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get in on the high horse about the secret clubs and the bitching and moaning and the complaining about, you know. I'm not getting into it. So next time you see me, we're about 5-10 minutes away from my first cast. I'm really not far away. I've just had Marcus on, because let's say he's just gone back to the car. I've told him I'm already fishing. But to be fair, if you don't get a mosey on, I will be fishing and he won't be able to get on. I'll say now, as I always do when I come to this mark, but this time I'm going to say at the start of the video, if you fish here, be aware of the tide times. You cannot get on, depending on how high the tide is, you can't really get on after 2 hours before high tide, realistically. On anything above a sort of 6.5 metre tide, you can't get here because the creeks behind it fill. Don't try it, and don't walk directly across the marsh. That is a silly thing to do. But you need to be prepared. If you're coming here, you need to know you cannot leave realistically without getting piss wet through until a couple of hours after high tide. So high tide tonight is around about 8, half 8. And yeah, you need to, we're not going to be able to leave realistically until half 10, 11 o'clock tonight. You need to be aware of that. You need to stay put. Don't fish this on anything above a 7 metre tide, especially in winter. Anyway, safety briefing over with. The more you know, eh? But be educated. The sea is a dangerous thing. Talk to you in a bit. Right, time for a laugh, guys. Time for my first ever cast with the Pen Fathom. I think I've got the mags wound all the way on. He says, yeah, we'll see how long this lasts, eh? Now that was spot on. No, it didn't. Did it? Yeah. Oh, gutted, mate. Absolutely gutted. It looked like it was still on when it hit the water. You sure it wasn't just the tails? Probably. They tend to drop their tails. Probably the tails then. I'd be gutted if that has happened to you, because that cast, we couldn't get much better than that, mate. Right, I don't have the drag set. Do I have the drag set? Oh, it turns out I do have the drag set. Okay, shall I go with the big rig? Yeah, bugger it, let's send the big rig. I'll show you how I'm baiting up this air rig actually. See whether you guys think I'm doing it right or wrong, because as always, learning channel and all that. So I'm just going to bait it up with a squid. With a squiddly diddly. We've got some at best, in my opinion, some at best anglers on Cleethorpes coast down here today now. And I know secretly they watch my videos. They'll never... Did that? I don't think they'll ever admit to it, because it'd get them ostracised from their secret little groups. But I like to think secretly they watch my videos and they criticise everything I'm doing because I'm doing it wrong. I'm not going to say I am doing it right. But, oh, there's my prawns. Did I pick up the right bag of squid? I might not have picked up the right bag of squid, you know. This might be big mama jammers. I might have to cut these down a bit, which is not what I wanted to do. But what I'm going to do, like I say, rightly or wrongly, I'm going to take about half this squid, because they are big, and this is going to be the butt half, the back half. Now then, I ain't got any bait elastic out, that helps, doesn't it? There it is. And I get me thing, and all I do, try and make sure it's in frame. It's generally a good start, isn't it? All I do is I get the tip of whatever bait it is I'm sending and just put the tip of it on the circle hook. It just helps with putting it on the hair, and then you can't be shy with elastic. Now there's knots in the hair. I don't know if you saw them. Those knots are there, not really for aesthetics, but to help the elastic grip the bait. All right, whipping. You can't be shy with the elastic. Otherwise you'll lose your bait. I was hoping for a bit of a bassier sea, to be fair. I do like me a good sea bass. And I will switch over to the more expensive baits later on. But for now, and that's all it is. So it's whipped onto the hair. Yeah, as I say, I'm determined to get these hair rigs to work. There's nothing wrong with a pulley pennel rig. Absolutely nothing wrong with a pulley pennel rig at all. I'll be honest, one of the reasons I really want to prove to myself that these rigs work is they're suitable for a lazy or a busy angler, depending on how you want to think of yourself. Because they self-set the hooks, you don't need to cast into them. So if a fish takes the bait well enough to take the bait, it's going to hook. So, yeah, and I didn't bird's nest the fathom, which I'm happy about. I need to, the camera's not charging, is it? No. Let me just deal with that 2 seconds, guys. But I mean, you guys know I like this mark. I really do like this mark. I've covered it a lot. I can't say, you know, good enough things about it. I've been to George at Anglers and Danglers to pick up my worm, and as always, it's top quality. Where's Marcus going? He's basically underneath my rods there. Anyway, doesn't matter. I should overshoot him. And yeah, rod tips are in. I'll speak to you in a bit. Don't forget, guys, actually, let me do this first. And I notice Shane does it as well. Chuckles before he gets into it. Because nobody likes selling themselves, do they? But I show real fishing, real angling, blank fish. Otherwise, crack off, lose all my gear, snap a rod, you're gonna see it. So, if it sounds, if you want to watch real fishing, not just me ranting, press that subscribe button, press that like button, join in the conversation in the comments down below, start a conversation in the comments down below, be controversial, I don't care. Oh, and I have an apology to make later on in the video to the makers of the light. I've always said, if I do something wrong, if I say something wrong, I own my mistakes. So I'll discuss that later on in the video. But for now, I'm just gonna have a chill out and watch these rods. I'll speak to you in a bit. Hi guys, I've taken you off rod tip for a minute just to have a quick chat. Smoothies are coming in, not in any great numbers, but there's some decent sized ones coming in. As always, everybody's on crab, so I've had to switch on to crab a bit earlier than I intended. But what I've decided to do for a bit of fun, I've just realised I've not checked sound, is I've got two paternoster rigs on. One with a hair, one without, both with 3/0 circle hooks on. I thought, let's run a direct comparison. Let's plump them out side by side, so that's what I've done. It's probably a bit of variation whilst I'm getting in distance, whilst I'm getting used to the fathom. But we'll wait and see what happens. We'll wait and see what happens. The biggest problem we're all having at the moment is a combination of tide pull and may rot. The masses of may rot is just bunching up on the end of the rigs, and it's whipping the rigs round like nobody's business. So we've all sort of come together and spoken, and we're all sort of like casting under each other or going and standing at the side of the next person's tripod. And then by the time you've walked back to your tripod, it's in front of you again. Which is great. I mean, this beach is one of those where everybody wants to be in the same spot. So as long as you can work together, you can be in the same spot. You know, none of this girl pants stuff where you throw your teddy out at cot and you know, you've got your own. You know what? I'm not going to get into it. I get in once I start with the fucking secret Facebook groups and the secret codes and the, you know, I go off on one, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. What I am going to do is I'm going to do my apology. So John, the gent who owns the patent for the light kit, I can't remember what it's called, Pac-Man light kit, reached out to me and says he holds the patent. To which I had to hold my hands up and apologise. So look, I did search, I did contact the patent office, and I have searched 3 patent databases, and I couldn't find one. The person at the patent office said to me, you can't patent a shape, so I didn't think I was going to breach any patents. Hey ho. He reached out to me, says, I do own the patent, so, you know, I've ceased sale of that design. He did say, quite nicely, you know, by all means redesign it, come up with your own design, which is what I'm currently in the process of doing. I've printed the first beta and then forgotten to bring it with me to test it tonight. But yeah, you know, hand on heart, I apologise. I did as much due diligence as I could. So hand on heart, I apologise. Some of the comments I made, I've since re-edited the video. I'm waiting for it, going through it. It's stuck in YouTube ether, which is why I'm thankful for now having access to YouTube support, because they're looking at the video for me, trying to get it fixed and up and running. I've taken that bit out. John also said that the lights that they use are not cheap Chinese imports. I could only go on the as I said in my email to John, I could only go on the information provided. My light turned up with no English instructions, no brand markings, no nothing. All the model numbers and everything match with one that I found on a Chinese import website. So I could only go off the information I had in front of me with the product in front of me. So I apologise. He says it's not a cheap Chinese import. I take his word for it. The light does work. And to be perfectly honest, the light that comes in the kit, can't criticise it. It does work. Whether it is or it isn't, it works. I can't criticise the light. So once again, I eat my words on that one. You know, it's fine. I make a mistake, I own it. What else did we discuss? I'm not going to mention anything about that, so I don't know whether I can. But yeah, just you know, a public apology. I own my mistakes, John. I hope that's okay for you. You know, I'm not after currying any pity, any favour, anything like that. If you do want to work together, you know, hopefully no sour grapes, no bad apples. If you do want to work together in the future, reach out to me. I'll send you my designs for my beta, I'll send you my designs once they are finished, because my designs will be on the public market anyway. So I just want to make sure I'm not sort of crossing any boundaries again. So if it's all right with you, if you see this, John, if it's all right with you, I'll send you my 3D model of my next one, just to check with you, because if it's okay, I will put the STL on Thingiverse or the 3D printing websites, and it will also be available for purchase. But like I say, that's if. Anyway, enough of that. Hand on heart apology. I'm sorry. You've corrected me, which I reached out and said, correct me if I'm wrong. You did. Anyway, on back to the fishing. Oh, he's just cracked that off, hasn't he? Yeah, we're suffering big time with weed. You know, we're pulling each other in left, right and centre. There's been, what, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 anglers out. There's been 3 smooth hounds. So the odds are not necessarily in our favour. I'm experimenting with the crab now. Like I said, it's going out earlier than I expected, so I'm being a bit more frugal with it, because I didn't bring as much as I anticipated to bring. I bought 10 and I've only brought 5 with me. I purchased 10 and I've only brought 5 with me. Marcus, I know you watch my videos, you've completely ignored what we've discussed. When I say you need to walk, as Simon did as well, you need to walk and stand at the side of where he is casting. And then just cast straight. Otherwise, you're just going to keep going into my lines, into your lines, you're just going to keep getting washed across. Although the way he's going at that, he's either going to snap it off or he's got a fish on it. Because he's really ragging, you're really ragging that in. You're really ragging that in, mate. I'm hoping he's got a fish on it. Well, I'm kind of hoping he hasn't got a fish on it, because if he's ragging it in like that, no, he hasn't got a fish. But you're ragging it that hard that the weed just skimmed across the top surface of the water. So you will stretch your line, you will damage your line, just be aware of that. The problem with fishing with the crab the way I am doing, cutting it in half, means that it really doesn't last long in the water. But with the weed situation we've got at the moment, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm not fishing the margins yet. I'm hoping for a big smoothie, well, I say a big smoothie. I'm hoping for a smoothie. I may drop into the shallows again in another hour. We'll have to wait and see if I can put at least a fish on the beach, a flatty. I don't think there's going to be any bass in any great numbers in this water. It's very calm. We are approximately, he says, not having his phone in his pocket. We're approximately half an hour to 45 minutes away from high tide. I need to put my phone on charge. In fact, I'll show you at sea state, if I can whip it round without tangling everything back up again. So there's your sea state. Now we've got a southwesterly wind at the moment. In fact, you know, it feels like it's straight southerly, but I don't think it is. I think it is a bit southwesterly. So it's holding the sea flat. Now, from what I'm aware of, if you're fishing for smooth hounds, that's what you want. You don't want a mill pond, because that makes the sharks dozy and dopey. They need a little bit of movement. But flat calm like this isn't. This is flat calm. Mill pond is like a plane of glass. This is good conditions. You know, the tide's at the right time of day for this location. The tide is at the right height for this location. You know, we're fishing a 6'5", 6'6"-ish tonight. Yeah. You know, everything should be in our favours. We know that there is some out there. They are schooling hunters. So where there's one, there's more. So fingers crossed, guys, fingers crossed. That's all we can do, isn't it? Fingers crossed. We can't do any more than that. Nothing going on with rod tips. But, like I say, when it comes to crab, I mean, it's already been in 10-15 minutes. Likelihood is it's already washed out. You know, like I say, when you're cutting them in half, a soft shell peeler, it washes out 5, 10, 15 minutes max. We've been talking for, well, it depends how I edit it, but this footage I've been recording for 10 minutes. So, you know, it's another 5 minutes or so and I'll bring it in. So what I'll do, rather than another time lapse, what I'll do, I think Kurt's just put one back. Either that or he was washing his hands, I'm not sure which. The way he's pacing up and down, it looks like I think he has just put one back. Let's bring him and find out. In fact, I can't. I need to charge my phone. You know what? If I had my other bracket, I'd go live because it's holding 5G connection. But I don't have my bracket for my phone. Right, rather than bore you with another long time lapse or another time lapse, I shan't bother you with another time lapse. I'm just going to shut the camera off for a little bit, guys, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Don't forget, please do like, share and subscribe, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, I think if I don't lose it, I might be in. Rod just basically doubled over. Thing is, with this amount of weed, yeah, there's something on that. You can't really tell. I'll put you on the seat and let's try and bully it in, or not bully it in. Yeah, there's something on that. Oh, fuck me, there's something on this. It's taking line. I know what I can do, the fish is taking line. Oh. Oh, that didn't feel good. Jesus. I wish I'd got that bite on camera though. Right. Oh. I've never had a fish big enough to pull line off. Come on. In you come, slowly but surely. With a fish like this, you can't bully it. Yeah, there's a fish on that. Definitely a fish on that. Marcus, do you want to see this? Do you want to see this fish? I'm playing it. I've got no saying how fast this fish is coming in. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, it's still there. I thought I'd pulled out of it then. There it is. Are you going to gilly for me? Are you going to gilly for me? I don't know, we've got some scales coming, but I've got to get that on camera. Oh, I've never had a fish strip line off that surf blaster before, but this one did. Look at that.
I'm going home. I pulled it in by hand, so.
Oh, what a beauty. What a beauty.
I'm jealous. I'm not even 4.
Not even, no, this is kilos.
3.86.
3.86 kilos, so whatever that is in pounds.
Change it, can't you? Middle one should change it, isn't it? Oh, you just turned it.
That's memory.
Middle one. What's the middle one? Then let's lift it off.
Oh, there we go.
Right.
Right, zero it.
£8.8 I'm going to go for. £8.8, bang on.
£8.8, bang on, mate.
Yeah.
I shit you not. Oh, you've got it on both sides.
Yeah.
That's my personal best smoothie. Time to get wet.
I want a smoothie.
Oh, time to get wet. Come here. Oh, let's get this beauty put back. Happy days. Have you got your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, please, mate. Best picture you can. In fact, I've got to do that, Anna.
No, a bit closer, need a bit further.
Can you get all of me in frame? I know there is a lot of me. Cheers, Mocha. Time to get wet. It's going straight down. They do. There it goes. Hey? Oh, it was out far. There it goes, that's gone. Get in! I thought I saw him put one back. That's only a face of it.
Yeah.
Get in. You know what? That was on the hair rig as well.
What?
That was on a hair rig as well. I've been trying to prove to myself for ages. About 4 trips now I've been trying to prove to myself that the hair rig works. I've seen other people have success with it. It's heading straight towards your line. I've just seen it surface. I've seen other people have success with it. Jesus, that was a workout, that.
Because you're a big lad, kid. I'm the same. I do it without a fish on. I get in, I'm sat there and I'm like...
4 ounce lead.
Yeah.
You're doing this weed?
Yeah. It seems to die off a little bit now though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we're heading into top at tide.
Oh.
Oh shit. You're not hanging out your arse again, are you?
I haven't had a drink since that day.
Not frigging surprised. Anybody who can come to Grimsby and fall asleep at the side of the sea while fishing, and still catch more fish than me.
That was last time I've had a proper drink. I've had a few pints of that took me out. That.
You were hanging.
Well, do you know where you think I might ain't doing it anymore, that's me done.
So you don't want inviting out for my 40th next weekend?
Where you off?
I don't know, I might go back, I might just go to Wakey. Oh, that's me done now, I'm going home.
Oh, you needing it?
Yeah, that's it. Stuff can stay here, I'm done now. Yeah, that's it, quitting fishing.
I had a good thing with them, wasn't it? Good idea to come down here.
That was a good bite. I mean, that's got the stiff tip on and it went like that. I was literally just getting up to bring it in and I looked up as I was getting up and it were over. Right guys, I'm going to set you up with a time lapse. I'm going to go out Marcus for 2 minutes because he's desperate for a smoothie, as we all are. So I'll put you on time. Hey up guys, just have a quick chat just before before it gets too dark. Check my microphones again, yeah they're fine. So yeah, the fishing has calmed right down, but it usually does over slack water. To be fair, I probably shouldn't still be throwing crabs, but here we are, and yeah, I'm still throwing crabs. But it's addictive, innit, you know? After getting so peed off with the last 2 sessions, to then get a personal best, I don't care whether it's only fish at night. For me at least. I'd like Marcus to hit into one as well. But I don't care if it's the only fish at night. I am over the moon with that smooth hound. That was on half a peeler. Sorry about the, it was a bit chaotic whilst trying to sort of get it unhooked and get it put back and get it documented. With it being such a nice fish, I wanted it documented. I'll put a nicer picture of it in now. But yeah, 8.8 pounds, so personal best smooth hound on a 3/0 dongle rig with half a peeler on it. Half a was live, had to freeze peeler. I wish I was using hindsight. I practice what I preach, because I mean, the guys, Holderness Cod Father, things like that, they're all using hindsight. Well, he is, to great effect. I know he's a bit sceptical of it, but his videos with the hindsight on have been brilliant, and his last video is hilarious. Sorry, inside joke, I can't really share it. Where was that? Yeah, anyway, 3/0 dongle rig, half a peeler, has done the job. And that is on. For those of you that see my Facebook posts about I'm now selling rigs, contact me via my Facebook page. Prices start at £2.50 a rig, but tell me what you want and I'll do you a quote before we go any further. Danny, Mr. Hornigold, said, do your rigs catch fish? My answer to that was, they normally do for everybody else, not for me. Well, tonight has proved the exception. I'm well happy with that. I am made up with that fish. Like I said, to come off the back of the last 2 sessions being really poor, to hit into something like that, well happy. Cheered me right up. But yeah, so I've had you on time lapse for a while. I've just been visiting. I've been to see everybody that's up and down the beach. I've been to see Blaine, Kurt, Matt, Danny, Simon, everybody. So yeah, I've been visiting. So we're over slack water now, so it's a bit slower. Everybody's pretty optimistic that it should pick up again on the ebb. Time will tell. So that's what I was saying. It's a bit chaotic, because I wanted the fish documenting, but fish care is primary. If it's not a fish you're going to keep, getting it back safely is primary. I don't know if the camera was pointing the right way, but I walked the fish out, I held it, I let it recover, I then released it. It then did start, as quite often they do, it did start then to, oh shite. It did then start to swim down the beach. Number 2. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's stripping me line. It's stripping reel. Hurry up. Knows it's up now. See if it runs again. I've got my drag nearly all the way back on.
Oh, have you been taking the drag off?
Just for safety. These are big fish we're chasing today.
Oh.
Jesus, it ran twice what I've cast.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be reeling this in for a while. It just nearly stripped my spool. I've got drag all the way on, it's still pulling line off. It's gone. Yeah, there we go. It's gone tight again. Oh, it's pulling line. Watch.
We've got one as well.
I bet we've got each other. I hope he has got one. I'll be happy as Larry if Marcus has got one. Cheers.
All clipped in it. Has he got the rig?
He's got the rig.
Yeah, then I'll get the scales ready.
Thank you very much. Get that weight off its lip. Yeah. Oh, it just gets better. It just gets better. And I'm filming. Oh, 2 personal bests in one night.
Well done.
Well happy with that. Right, let's get this one back.
Yeah.
Quickly just hold it up for camera and then get it back in water. Yeah. I'm going to get wet again.
Are you going to give him a minute in the
I always do, mate.
Water? Yeah.
Always do. I don't mind getting wet as long as fish goes back healthy. You snap another quick pick.
Okay.
God, it is heavy, isn't it?
Yeah. Imagine that headbutt in there.
Cheers, fellas. Hey? £12. So, I'm back in limbo, aren't I, with regards to rigs. Oh God, that one destroyed. I mean, that put a hell of a run on. That really did put a hell of a run on. I feel sorry for Marcus, because it ran straight through his line, and he thought he had a good fish on. So apologies if there's some shouting in the video of me telling Marcus to calm down, because it had run straight over his line. Everybody did think we had two fish, myself included. I don't even know if I can get these remnants of crab off. There's so little of it left. Everybody thought, myself included, thought there were 2 fish there. But alas, there was not. There was only one. This one's a bit small, actually. You know what, bugger it, the last one was small and I still cut it in half and I've still caught on it. Caught my biggest fish on my smallest bit of crab ever. Come here, you're worth 60p. But I'm hoping that bite was on camera. But I'm kicking myself. Spent time and money going to Wivensea, and I knew we should have come here last weekend. That sweet old wife's meeting. Have we just had a monster pulled in? Am I no longer top at Pops for tonight? I have to have a wander over and go have a look. I'll just resend this and I'll go over and have a look. I'll go be nosy. Don't know how well this is going to cast because that came in lumpy. Right, I'll go resend this and I'll go be nosy, see if I'm still top at Pops for tonight. I'll see you in a bit, guys. I'll put you on time lapse. some light. There we go. There, Marcus, your forceps.
Oh.
Don't stand on your rod, eh? On the... Oh, do it with normal camera. What am I doing?
Take this off my head.
What do you mean you don't want a disco picture? Oh yeah, that's a good one. Do you want me to walk it out, or are you alright? Hey, they've started coming now, guys. They have started coming. I just hope I can... Oh, Marcus gets one. So I've been running up and down the beach. And I ain't a fit and healthy man. As much as I hate to admit it. More about that in the future once I know what's going on. You got a double? Right, I can't remember what I've been talking about, what I've spoken about, what I haven't spoken about. But I think I'm overdue a bait change. So, let's bring these in. I might drop down to one rod. Either way, I'm going to have to put a jacket on because that rain's getting more and more. £10.11. Well, you can claim £11 for that, can't you? Why has this just gone heavy?
I was fucking bouncing, I said. I was like...
Oh, that's why.
I said, I best fucking get back in case my rod's in the water. I went backwards, so I was looking, I see the tripod gone, and I thought... I looked, and it was right next to it, I thought, fucking hell, it is in the water! That picture of us when we got
Yes, mate, yeah. Yeah, I'll do it now, so I'm dropping to one. I dare cast the multiplier in darkness.
To be honest, mate, I think that's a proper wise call, that.
Yeah. I'm not experienced enough with them to cast them in darkness. So I'm gonna pack this rod down and just go down to one.
Oh, on hermit crab.
Hermit?
Hermit.
Where'd you pick your hermits up from?
I've got loads if you want them.
Have you?
I mean over 500.
Oh, you're not kidding, did you bring that lead?
No.
No.
Fucking
I don't know, do I?
I didn't mean you to lift the cum. Next time we arrange out, I'll bring half.
You need me to meet you?
Yeah, I'll bring half.
Yeah, yeah.
And then half again.
Yeah.
Then it saves your time as well.
I mean, I don't need it, I'm still going through it first lot.
Oh, you're still doing that?
Yeah.
There's so many of them.
No, but with moving everything, I've just not had the chance to make any listings.
Yeah.
And trying to get hold of...
You've done them barely wet, and the leg looks nice and clean as
Yeah.
well.
The thing is, trying to get hold of components to make them with, at the moment, is really difficult. So, although I need to troll eBay a bit, to be fair.
Yeah. I'll tell you the thing is, George offered with me 40 pence a kilo on it.
40 pence an hour, you can scrap it for more than that.
I said that, he went, you can't. I said,
You can at the moment.
kilo.
It's just gone up, hasn't it?
He went, no. I said, I won't sell it for 40 pence a kilo, because I know I can get £1 tennis from that.
Yeah. I might have something on this. It's fecking heavy. I've either got something on it or I've got Marcus's rig. But it is a bit far over to the right. Oh, it's heavy. Doesn't feel like there's a fish on it. I don't know how much longer we're staying, to be fair. Eh?
That competition won a few weeks ago on Facebook.
No.
A day's fishing in a salmon thing, it's salmon.
You always fucking win, you win all sorts, you.
I'll give it to one of my mates in Scotland.
Which side of you is that line? Does my line keep hitting you, Marcus? I can't see it to walk down it. Right, which side of your rig is it?
I don't know.
So if I go straight through there... Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop swinging it in, because I'm now clear of it. There we go. I thought it felt heavy. Why, you're all the way in. The lead's at your feet. This still feels heavy. I might be on your other line here. I think the weed's coming back. Yeah, the weed's coming back. Tell you what, if weed's coming back. Well, you can use my head torch. I've got enough light to be able to fish. I'm dropping to one rod anyway. I'm knackered. Knackered. But yeah, I'm not picking weed off in the dark. Screw that noise. I've had two amazing fish. The blues have officially gone. The weeds come back with a vengeance. The tide's going out, screaming out, it always does. How much crab have you got left, Marcus?
Huh?
How much crab have you got left?
Huh?
You got one cast left?
Huh?
Yeah, so you've got one cast left. Yeah, I mean, no fish was going to see that bit. Buried under that much weed. Ooh, my back's gone as well. Oh. And my crab bag's full of sand fleas. Little feckers. Oh, I've got half a crab there. So I've got my last crab. Let's weight that down, make sure that doesn't blow away, because all bins have gone from this mark. I used to like it here because it had bins. Well, not only reason, but now bins have gone. Right, guys, as I've said, I'll edit a lot of this crap out because I'm doing a lot of walking about tonight. Turn this off. Are you still filming? You are. I'm dropping to one just because I'm not experienced enough with multiplier to cast it in darkness, and I really don't want to nest it. I mean, I know a lot of people say, oh, well, you should have fished with it until you nested it and then packed it down. I'm not about that. I'm not about that at all. And the weed has come back with some vengeance. So, oh dear God. Pop that weight off. This rig's got a right knot in the middle of it. Yeah, I don't know how much longer we're going to fish for. Marcus is very understandably demoralised. I was in his shoes like this time last year, with everybody around me bagging up and me sat looking at a rod doing nothing. So I feel for the man. I know exactly where his head's at. We did say we'd be packing down around this time. Neither of us wanted to be out too late tonight. Because for us, it's, you know, it's an early start to get here now, being an inlander. We've came, we've fished. The luck wasn't there for Marcus tonight. Hopefully it will be next time. We will be back. But I might be having, I'm not sure whether we are or aren't going to Blythe next weekend. That's to be confirmed. But if we are, hopefully I'll be able to film it this time. This isn't the end of the video, I'm just having a chat. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to film the mackerel fishing this time. We shall see. We shall see. And then I'll have my birthday weekend. I'll be having off. I don't think I'll be fishing. Marcus is away. Well, he's at work. But it is big tide weekend, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm either going to go back to my hometown and see my old mates. It's always depressing to see how well they're doing versus how well I'm doing. Nah, I don't do too bad for myself. And while I'm here, because is the bins back? I don't think they are. So yeah. Blaine's a happy bunny now, aren't you, Blaine? And you're a YouTube star now.
And nearly lost my rod.
And you nearly lost your rod. Which rod did you nearly lose? Which one have you brought? Is it your Ron Thompson?
No, yeah, my Ron Thompson. Anywhere.
Oh, you're any fish anywhere?
Yeah.
Give me first dibs on that, by the way, if you ever decide. I won't mind in any fish. Is it the fixed spool version or the multiplier version? Ah, well. Just packing one down. As I say, I'm not good enough with multiplier yet to fish with multiplier in darkness. Oh yeah, but it's only my second ever trip. That multiplier were a birthday present. It's only the first time I've had it out, so I ain't risking nesting it. Run, Forrest! Fisher's pulled his rod out at stand. Yeah. Well, say to you, they're schooling fish, mate. Where there's one, but it's just pulled his rod out at stand. Its rod was shooting down beach. So what I say to you about setting your drag when you leave your rod. Is it bigger? Right, I'm coming. Go. My rod's going like the fucking clappers. Yeah, it's gone. Oh no, it hasn't. No, it hasn't.
It's still bouncing.
Shit, it slacklined me. Yeah, it's still on. Dear God, it's all go tonight. Fucking hell. Whoa. Can you light me up? This light isn't that strong. I've given Marcus my decent one.
Oh, shit, this one. We've got no bed now. That was mental. I say, Manuel.
Everybody down here going, whoa, 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 whoa. Has everybody got one? Fuck knows. Yeah? Me, I've got a fish running. Marcus, you're in. Is that your fish? Has it swum up on beach? No, it's not. Oh shit, there's mine. I'm gonna have to go around you. I'm down in front of Simon. I think it's Simon, I can't see. Jesus Christ, it's chaos. Beach smoothies and... Oh, it's a baby.
I've had bigger ropes, to be fair. Got it.
Yeah.
Nice little baby, innit?
Come on, give me a hook. Shut its mouth on hook.
Yeah. Yeah, let go your rod. Let go your rod. Right.
Alright, just let, that's it.
Give you a bit of slack line.
That's got it, that's got it. Do you want to follow me down, get it on camera before I get it back? Come on, Marcus. I think you can claim that one that beached itself. I know, we're going to get you back in a sec. Oh! Oh! Oh, it's gone ballistic. It's gone mental. Let's get this one on camera. And then get it put back. Not weighing it. It's not beating me 12 pound. But another one, what, £5? Yeah, £5. Let's get it back. Hey, right guys, sorry, I didn't mean to leave you that long. We bringing mine in and we found one that were beached. So a bit of triage and we got it back. It's taken about, I don't know, probably 15, 20 minutes to get it to go back safe. Just spending time with it in the water, making sure it were breathing, making sure it were recovering. Where it was on the beach, it must have been out of the water at least 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. So we just spent the time with it. And as I've just said to Simon there, says that was better than catching any fish. Making sure, you know, getting that fish recovered. I mean, I didn't do it, he did it, but I just accompanied, made sure that, you know, we're in darkness, we're in the sea, made sure that he, I mean, don't get me wrong, he knew what he was doing. But, you know, when you're waist deep in tidal water, I wasn't going to leave him. My last crab's got up and walked away. Oh no, it's not there. Yeah, I wasn't going to leave him. Go on, dude, this one. That's what I've got. I've got bait left for 2.
I have, well, I have. I've got maybe about 20 maybe 30. I've got a load of air, mate. I've got one peeler I'm just going to use.
Oh, it's Kurt just giving you a peeler.
No, we had peeler anyway.
Oh, did you?
Oh, for you last time.
All right.
Remember, like 1995?
last time you were able to get out fishing.
Yeah.
I remember back in the old days. Where's me? Right, knicker elastic. God, I'm knackered tonight, mate. It really has been all go. It really has been all go. Yes, mate. I've been on the go that much. I think I've got 2 or 3 pictures of fish that Blaine's had that I've just not had a chance to send him yet. I'm not moving me stuff down. I can't be bothered with that. I'll just walk it back up the beach. I don't actually know if we're going to have 2 casts worth of water, to be fair. Hey, dear me. So yeah, 1 more cast after this one, and that'll be me done for tonight. I'm not going to film a time lapse because I doubt you'll be able to see anything. Can you even see? Oh yeah, you can see the rod tip. Tell you what, yeah. Whoa, am I in again already? Well, that was definitely something. There it is. Oh, and we're off again. I might have been a bit early on this one. Do you want it? Go on, reel it in. Go on, reel it in. Don't be a damp squid. It's on there. I'd be happy to see you catch. Oh God, that's just gone heavy. No, it's over to the right. It's in front. It's swam in front of you. They're all swimming to the right.
Good luck, chaps, yeah?
Cheers, Danny. See you again. I'm knackered. Don't mean to rub it in. Well, guys, that cast was on camera. What's that, 4, 5 tonight? We're down to Smalllands now. So I've got 1 more cast and that'll be me done. Rawr. Let's get it back. Eh, dear me. Yeah, that literally just hit the water. I've heard, you know, Danny's told me that, you know, that's kind of how it goes sometimes. Especially if they're there, they'll hit it straight away. But I've never experienced it. I mean, it may have only been a little one, but I'm that tired, it felt like a monster. Me wellies are full of water. Right, guys, I'm going to pat down the camera now. I'm on last cast. And if anything comes of it, I'll put a picture in. But what a session. To smash a personal best, what I felt, out at the park, and then to smash it again immediately afterwards. Well, not immediately afterwards, but then to smash it again. Not by a small amount, by £4. What a session. What a session. Withensea, you're officially dead to me. Right, as I say, guys, and as I say at the end of every video, stay safe, tight lines. No amount of fishing is worth you putting yourself at risk. Do remember to support your local tackle shops. Do remember to support your local, you know, wherever possible. It may cost you a few quid more, but that few quid ain't going into some board of directors' pockets. It's putting a meal on somebody's table. It's going again. Some that's just had a nosy at it. Right guys, stay safe, tight lines. Until next time, see you later. Don't forget, like, share and subscribe. What a session. Happy days. See you again.